Alright guys, how you doing? My name is Fred from Rane. Shout out to Tom Lee Music. And today we're going to talk about the Rane 12 and the 72. First right here, if you come over and take a peek, we have the Rane 12. Now the idea behind the Rane 12 is very simple. We just want to get rid of all the problems associated with tone arms and needles and give you that same feel and comfort as a traditional turntable. So with traditional turntables, you get the tone arm problems such as, you may break a needle, you get a bad RCA cable, somebody bumps into the table, your needle skips across the record. That is eliminated completely with the Rane 12. So let's go into a couple of the quick functions real quick. This right here is your needle search. So this is actually how you can navigate through your track. So as you scroll through the song, you'll see that the LEDs light, the white LEDs will show you where your track progress are. A secondary function is hot cues. So you can actually use this to trigger your hot cues. If you want to set a hot cue, you just hit the button right there and you can set a hot cue. And you can also delete a hot cue by simply just holding the button and pressing the hot cue you want to delete. This is your standard pitch slider right here. You got your standard pitch fader with center detent. Your pitch range is 8, 16, and 50. So you can get real down and dirty with your pitch. You have your platter speed right here, 33 and 45. Start and stop. And you actually can wind down the motor by simply turning off the motor switch, and you don't lose the MIDI. So if the motor is in the off position, you can still have control over the platter and do those turntable platter tricks that you like. In the back of the unit right here is your torque selection. So you have a high and low setting. The low setting matches a Technique 1200, and the high setting will give you more torque at 5 CFM. Your power switch for the unit is on the back with the IEC power cable, and it connects to your computer or your USB hub via a USB cable. Now remember, there's no audio coming from the 12, it is strictly MIDI. The unit is built like a tank, all steel construction, and weighs 20.5 pounds, which is about 5 to 6 pounds lighter than a traditional turntable. Now we move on over to the mixer. So the mixer is the crown jewel. It's a Rane 72, and the most important part of any mixer is the crossfaders. So we have an all-new fader in here called the Mag 3. What makes the Mag 3 different from the previous Rane faders is you actually can adjust the tension on all three. So if you remove the top panel, you'll notice a little set screw right on the top of each carrier, and you can loosen and tighten that set screw, and it raises and lowers a magnet, and that's what will control the tension. The carrier material is 160 times stronger than the previous versions, so they'll never snap. They're very durable and rugged. I've been trying to break one for the past 8 months, and I haven't done that yet. So the carrier material is strength has increased dramatically, and you'll never have them snap like the old ones used to. Onto the display, you have this is your color display, 4.3 touchscreen. You can actually use it to scroll the waveform and go up and down. You can use it to enable key lock, sync. You have your BPM on the bottom. You have your effects view right here. You have your Serato effects on the top, which are your orange colored effects. Your internal effects are blue, and those are the effects boxes on the bottom. You have two effects engines, so you have a separate effects bank for deck 1 and a totally separate effects bank for deck 2. Another view you have is your library view. Now in library view, you have two separate modes. You have your simple view, which is your song title and your BPM, and then you can do the drop down, and you have your expanded view, which will show you the key, the time, etc., etc. You also have a XY pad that you can use for your effects. So you have the touch effects. Another thing I want to show you is you can actually go into your mixer settings and do some adjustments. The main adjustment is your cut and adjust. So in this setting right here, we allow you to adjust the cut-in for every fader on the mixer. Your cut-in is the amount of dead space when you move the fader in the beginning before the song actually kicks in. So with a lot of scratch DJs, they want as minimal dead space as possible. So with the 72, you can go in there and you can dial it in, and you can set the cut-in and get it really precise and minimal. Now you have your pad modes. So with your performance pads, these are genuine Akai MPC pads, scaled down to fit this mixer. You have all your standard Serato pad modes like your hot cues, your loops, your rolls, sampler, slicer, You also have pitch play. So this the 72 includes Serato Pitch and Time, which is it's a plugin that you need to activate the key lock mode. So including every box, you have a Pitch and Time activation card. Once you activate that in your Serato account, you'll be able to use pitch play. A couple of other modes you have your pad effects, you have your fader effects, which mimics cross. So the fader effects mimics crossfader movements, and you have transport controls as well. All your effects are triggered by the paddles. So these paddles are stainless steel. And you can actually rotate the paddles 180 degrees. So by default, they latch in the up position, but you can take out these two screws, swap them around, and get them so they latch in the down position. You got your mic controls over here. Session in, sampler controls. Your standard EQ section, full kill EQs, nice filter. This uses the same audio engine as the Rane MP 2015. Same designers, same audio circuit, so you're good to go. And in the back of the unit right here, you have your hub built for your 12s. Your dual USB ports for DJ handoffs. And on the front panel, you have all the traditional settings with your contour adjust, your fader hamster switches, and your headphone inputs. And that's the Rane 72 and the Rane 12. My name is Fred from Rane, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you.